Well, turnout was low for the primary election last night, in part because nearly 250,000 independent voters were shut out. New Mexico law says you have to have an assigned party to vote in the primary, but one man is now suing the state to change that. News 13's Chris McKee is in the Newsplex with details.
Yeah, Dean, an independent voter is filing the lawsuit, and he thinks he and other independents should be able to pick a party and vote in the primary on the day of the election. Says the Constitution backs their arguments.
And slide it in. Go ahead.
It was voting as normal for most New Mexicans this primary election.
I exercise my right to vote.
Select a good leader.
We need some change.
But that civic duty wasn't felt by everyone, and it wasn't because of problems with long lines or voting machines.
It's absolutely not fair.
David Crum is an independent voter in Albuquerque. He's mad that he couldn't vote in this year's primary, and now he's suing the state because of it.
All we're asking with this lawsuit is that voters in New Mexico, and there's almost 250,000 of them that are undeclared, but otherwise eligible to vote, be allowed to cast a vote in a primary.
Crum and his attorney filed a lawsuit in Albuquerque District Court this week, challenging New Mexico's closed primary law. Right now, state elections only lets Republicans and Democrats vote for their own party during the primary. It means independents like David can't take part unless they change their party weeks ahead of the election.
And so I think for me and for other people, it's it's just such an important process to be able to be involved in without having to associate with either political party.
And his attorney thinks the state constitution is on their side.
So there's two constitutional provisions. This is what's so powerful about this. All elections shall be free and open.
Hollington says another provision allows all eligible voters to vote in all elections for public office.
I'm not sure you can come to any other conclusion that excluding voters from exercising their constitutional right needs to be challenged, and this is what we're doing.
And Hollington there says he's hopeful they'll get to open primaries up in New Mexico by June 2016. He says he's hoping the issue will go in front of the state Supreme Court as well. Back to you, Dean.
Chris, thank you. Secretary of State Diana Duran and Bernalillo County Clerk Maggie Toulouse-Oliver are named in that lawsuit. We did not hear back from Duran's office today, but a spokeswoman for Toulouse-Oliver said she supports an open elections process.